The best time to do anything is right now. Grab everybody. Let's talk about it. Might be awkward, but it's awkward right now. They're tiptoeing around each other. Pick your awkward, and you'll find out very quickly who can handle those conversations and who might not be a great fit for your team. So I want to talk about how do we deal with difficult team members and or conflict in an insurance agency. I know this never happens. You're probably stumbling upon this video only because you're wondering how other people have to deal with things, right? Well, conflict in workplaces is common and honestly really needs to be handled professionally. I think we've all had a difficult team member or two that we've worked with, whether it was communication styles, different value sets, or just generally a terrible human. I know that's happened a few times. The way you want to deal with conflict or difficult people is honestly very, very, very professionally. I find all too often agency owners dip below their own standards and put up with people who are being unprofessional. In my opinion, there is no room for someone being unprofessional in the workplace. We're all professionals. We all have licenses. This is not a time to slack on making your office a living room. So a few things. One, many times if there's conflict, you'll hear from the grapevine or someone will share something, but they'll always tell you, don't address it with the person. I don't want to make it worse. But the problem is it's going to get worse one way or another. And so you also have to share, then you're just venting and I'm not going to take action. So either we take action above the board and transparently, or we have to go back and you have to handle what you're handling. But the reality of the situation is if there is retaliation or something that happens after, that should be just grounds for termination and let the person go. I know that it might seem dramatic. However, workplace, environment and culture is one of the biggest drivers of growth. So when people come to you with that, I always say, great, I'm going to go grab the other person. I don't ask. I don't make it. It's just that's the way it is. We have to just be adults and hash it all out. Now, if you're just dealing with a difficult team member in general, I think one of the things is you have to establish that you are in charge. They look at you maybe as equals or that they're better than you or they don't need any of this stuff. And that's ridiculous, to be honest with you. There's not one day that goes by in my life I don't learn something new. And you have to have the right mindset to establish the fact that we're going to do this. So difficult team members, you need to establish with facts, not feelings, drive metrics, but also address them and let them know that you're in charge. I think so often we let somebody in the workplace that has a strong personality kind of dictate what happens, and that's not appropriate. The leader is in charge and it needs to be addressed. So if you're dealing with a difficult team member or conflict, I like to say the best time to do anything is right now. Grab everybody. Let's talk about it. Might be awkward, but it's awkward right now. They're really tiptoeing around each other. Pick your awkward, and you'll find out very quickly who can handle those conversations and who might not be a great fit for your team. But I know for me, if the person can't handle those conversations, they are not a right fit for my team. We need to have, radical transparency and the ability to speak openly like adults. It's not like somebody went off and, ran off with my best friend here. We're talking about workplace items. It could be something as small as they don't document the right way. Or it could be like, hey, I don't like the fact that they're always caught up and I seem to get, all their phone calls because they're on quiet time. It could be something so silly that's easily fixed and we just need to get there. And you as a leader have to take that on. Let us know if you have any questions or if this video is helpful.